Hello, my friend. I am glad you're here again. Before we begin, take a deep breath in. Let it fill you completely, chest, shoulders, lungs, and then let it out slowly. Feel the small pause that follows, that quiet stillness before the next inhale begins. Now, let's begin. If your thoughts and emotions are always changing, then who is the you that notices them come and go? It's a question that sounds simple until you start to sit with it. Then it begins to unfold in layers, gentle, disorienting layers that open wider the longer you look. Most of the time, we move through life carried by thoughts and feelings as if they are who we are. We say, I am angry, I am sad, I am tired, I am happy. We let the weather of emotion define the whole sky. But if you stop for a moment, really stop, and watch your mind instead of living inside it, something subtle happens. You realize you are not the anger, you are not the sadness, you are not even the happiness. You are the awareness that notices them passing through. That small gap between feeling and awareness, that's where freedom lives. We spend so much of our lives inside reaction. A thought arises, I'm not good enough. A feeling follows, shame, fear, resistance. Then we spiral, trying to fix, avoid, prove, control. But what if, instead, we simply noticed? What if we saw the thought come, stayed still, and watched it leave? You'd realize how much of what we call self is temporary. The moods, the opinions, the stories, they flicker like weather patterns, and yet something constant remains, always watching. Who is that watcher? It doesn't have a name. It doesn't need one. It doesn't take sides. It's been here since the very first moment you opened your eyes as a child. It was there before you learned language, before you called anything good or bad. It's the quiet witness behind every experience you've ever had. Joy, grief, confusion, love. When you were small, it watched you learn. When you were hurt, it felt the ache but stayed untouched. When you laughed, it expanded with you, weightless. That awareness is what you've been searching for without realizing. The part of you that never leaves, never breaks, never ages. We live as though we are our thoughts. But thoughts are just visitors. They come, stay a while, and leave. Some stay longer than others. The loud ones, the painful ones, the ones we keep feeding. But none of them are permanent residents. Imagine your mind as a sky. Your thoughts and emotions are clouds, sometimes soft, sometimes heavy, sometimes violent. And you, the real you, are the open space that allows them to appear and pass. No storm, no matter how fierce, can harm the sky itself. But we forget that. We get caught in the clouds. We identify with the weather instead of the vastness. We say, I am the storm, when in truth we are the space that holds it. The awareness within you is not something you have to earn. It's not something that arrives through meditation, wisdom, or time. It's already here, right now, reading these words. It's the presence that's hearing the voice in your head reading them to you. It's what remains when the thoughts quiet down, when the emotions settle, when the roles fall away. You've touched it before, in moments of awe, silence, or love. That sense of vastness you feel when you stand by the sea, or look at the stars. That's awareness recognizing itself. You feel small and infinite at once. It's not thought, it's being. But awareness is not a thing you can see. It's what allows seeing to happen. It's not something you can think about. It's what allows thinking to exist. It's like the still surface of water, reflecting everything, but remaining itself untouched. When you start to notice awareness, when you realize that thoughts and emotions are just movements within it, you stop being their prisoner. The anger still comes, but it doesn't drag you under. The sadness still visits, but it doesn't define you. You can watch them rise and fall like tides. You can meet them with curiosity instead of fear, and that changes everything. Because when you stop believing every thought, you begin to hear the quiet voice beneath them, the one that doesn't speak in words, but in calm. It says, "You are not what happens to you. You are the awareness that experiences it." That awareness can hold contradictions without breaking. It can hold pain and joy at once, knowing both belong. It can watch endings and beginnings with the same gentle gaze. Most of us touch that awareness briefly, then forget it again. We get swept back into doing, planning, worrying, katisansam, worry, warn, why? Fa storm of thinking. That's okay. Awareness doesn't mind. It waits. It never leaves. It doesn't measure how spiritual or disciplined you are. It just keeps holding space, endlessly patient. Sometimes I imagine it like a quiet lake beneath all the waves. You can't see it when the surface is rough, but it's always there, still, deep, clear. When the wind slows, the reflection returns. That reflection, that recognition of yourself as awareness, is the beginning of peace. Because once you know who you are, beneath the noise, life becomes lighter. You can engage fully without losing yourself in the play. You can love deeply without the fear of losing identity in another. You can feel pain without becoming the pain. You start to live with presence instead of tension. Awareness doesn't mean detachment. It doesn't mean standing apart from life. It means being completely, but without drowning. It's like being the calm at the center of the storm, feeling everything, but anchored in stillness. So, who is the you that notices your thoughts and emotions come and go? It's not your mind. It's not your personality. It's the witnessing presence that has watched every version of you live and change. It's the same you that noticed your first heartbreak, your first triumph, your quiet mornings and restless nights. It's the same awareness reading these words right now, still, alert, quietly alive. And if you sit with that for a moment, if you simply notice that noticing, a kind of quiet recognition appears. You realize you've never truly been lost. You've just been absorbed in the movement, forgetting you were the space around it. That awareness is home. You've been carrying it everywhere, mistaking the journey for the destination. The next time a thought tries to convince you that you're failing, or a feeling tells you that you're broken, try this. Pause, breathe, ask, who is noticing this? Don't answer with words, just feel the space that question opens. That space is you. The you that cannot be harmed, cannot be diminished, cannot be lost. Everything else will change. Your body, your beliefs, your story. but awareness, that simple, luminous presence, will remain. It's there when you wake. It's there when you sleep. It was there before you had a name, and it will be there long after your story has turned into silence. So, take another breath. Let it remind you that you are the awareness of breathing, not the breath itself. You are the witness of life moving through you, not the motion itself. Maybe that's the quiet secret hiding in this question. You are not here to be the storm. You are here to remember that you've always been the sky. Thank you for being here, for giving yourself this moment to reflect. Stay gentle, stay curious, and stay kind. And if this question spoke to you, continue your journey with us on Yarven's Questions. More stories, more reflections, and more quiet truths are waiting for you. Take care, my friend. Until next time.